What's up? This is Richie and Jamie from the Where We Wild YouTube channel, and today we're going to give you guys 10 tips to stay warm while camping. Let's get into it. Number 1, bring the right clothes. It's very simple, very obvious, but check that weather report and make sure you're bringing the right clothes for your trip. Whether you're gonna need a rain jacket, whether you're gonna need a really heavy down jacket, thicker pants, thicker socks, thicker everything, you know, or is it gonna be fairly mild and you can get away with less stuff? But you know, that seems so simple and basic, but I have seen it go overlooked. Like I have gone camping with people where they were like, oh man, you know, I should have brought that heavy jacket. I didn't know it was gonna be this cold out. And I'm thinking to myself, well, dude, you should have checked the weather, buddy.
Weather app.
Check that weather. So yeah, number 1, really simple and basic. Check that weather report. Make sure you're bringing the right clothes for your environment.
Number 2, layers of separation. This is super important when you're sleeping. You want to keep as much space between you and the ground as possible through these layers.
Absolutely. The ground just sucks the heat right out of you, man.
Yeah.
Before you put your sleeping bag down, you know, put a tarp down, put a sleeping pad down, put a little air mattress down. Like just create those layers of separation between you and the ground.
Right.
Yoga mats, you know, those foam tiles, air mattresses, sleeping pads. They sell all kinds of stuff for that. But yeah, that's really important. Layers of separation. That's a good one for sure. Number 3, tent ventilation. This is super important and it's tricky. Your instincts are going to say, close all the windows of the tent. It is cold out. But that's actually the last thing you want to do because the whole tent is going to fill up with moisture and humidity.
From your breath.
Yeah, just from your breath or anything, really. I mean, it's just overnight, like it just kind of gets the dew that kind of forms and stuff like that. So you want to keep a nice little airflow through your tent, even when it's pretty cold out, just to try to keep the humidity down. And I hate waking up cold and damp.
I know.
That's really important. So keep a nice ventilation blowing through your tent.
Number 4, bring the right sleeping bag for you. Every body is different, right? Everybody sleeps in a different way. Their temperature is very different.
Yeah,
Perfect
hot,
example, I run really hot when I sleep. For some reason, when we're camping, he runs really cold.
Yep.
So my sleeping bag is actually rated for a higher temperature than his, but I'm usually still very warm when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping bag ratings are like tricky, you know what I mean? So if you're going out and it's 30 degrees outside or 40 degrees outside and you get the 40 degree bag or whatever and try to match it, you might still be super cold in that bag if like you're someone that kind of runs a little colder. But a general rule of thumb, I think, for me personally, is I always go like 20 degrees lower than the bag is rated and what I think the temperature is going to be. So if it's going to be in the 20s, I'm getting a 0 degree bag. That's me. I'm on the 0 degree bag because I'd rather be a little warmer and unzip it and take a layer off or whatever than be freezing.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's all your preference and how you're going to sleep the most comfortable. So it's, I mean, really the best advice we can give you is don't listen to anybody else. Listen to your body and make sure that you're really testing out your gear before you bring it into the wild.
For sure.
Number 5, eat a good meal, stay hydrated, and pee when you gotta pee.
Yeah. This
is kind of my favorite because food and snacks are my favorite part of camping.
Just don't bring them in your tent.
No, don't bring them in your tent. But it's actually a really great way to stay warm because when you eat, your body is working to digest it and break everything down. So actually high protein, high carb, high fat meals are really great. And snacks, which who doesn't love a snack, is really good to have.
It's like feeding the furnace.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that definitely helps keep you warm. And then stay hydrated, obviously, always. It kind of sucks, like, you don't want to get up out of your bag and stuff when it's really cold outside, but if you have to pee, go pee. Because when you're holding your pee in, this is so funny to talk about, but it's true. When you hold your pee in, your body kind of works to keep your pee warm, if that makes sense. And so that makes the rest of your body kind of cold. So get up, you know, I've even heard some people talk about bring that pee bottle in, like a solid cap pee bottle, and you can pee in that bottle and then take that bottle of 98.6 degree pee and put it in your bag with you. It's a little gnarly.
Yeah.
But in a survival situation, for sure,
absolutely,
that would work. But I probably wouldn't do it.
My favorite and my least favorite part of camping, right?
Yeah,
like I love eating and staying hydrated, but I hate getting up to pee.
Nothing's worse though than like denying that and like trying to sleep comfortably while you have to pee, even at home.
Oh yeah.
Like you're like, no, I don't want to get out of bed, but I gotta pee, and I can't sleep because I gotta pee, but I don't want to get out of bed. Just go, dude.
Yeah.
Just go, man.
I know, it's the worst.
Yep, don't hold in your pee, kids. Just go, man. Number 6, wear a ski hat or a balaclava or a face mask to sleep for several reasons. I always wear the ski cap because you lose a lot of heat out of the top of your head. Keep that closed in. Your face, you know, if you have just like, just even those like things that I wear fishing that, you know, you put over your neck and then just pull up. Yeah, all those little face masks and everything. It just keeps your face warm, your head warm. And another reason why you want to do that is because you don't want to stick your head inside your bag. When you bundle up inside your bag and you're breathing into your bag, you're basically just making the inside of your bag wet. And that's the last thing you want to do. So keep your head out of your bag all night, but dress it up. Like I said, wear the hat, wear the face covering, so that way it's warm, but you know, you don't have to tuck it inside your bag and like burrow into your bag.
Right.
So that's a good tip too. Every video you see us camping, you will see me wearing a ski hat to bed. It helps for sure. Number 7, sleeping clothes. This is really important, man. You don't want to go to bed and jump in that sleeping bag or whatever in the same clothes you've been wearing all day. They're going to be damp. They're going to be gross. You really want to just make sure you have a dedicated little sleeping outfit, you know, so you can put a brand new pair of fresh, dry socks on, nice, warm, dry. All your shirts, undershirts, underwear, everything should be fresh. The other thing too is you don't want to overdress. Your instincts can be like, let me bundle up. Let me put everything I got on because it's freezing outside. But my advice would be to start with minimal clothes on, you know, just like t-shirt, you know, your pants, whatever, socks. See how you're doing in that bag and then add on if you need to. Because if you get into your bag all bundled up and you start to sweat, you're really screwed. I've done it. It is not fun. There's that old saying, you sweat, you die. I'll quote Survivor Man, but it's 100% correct. So don't go in there all bundled up. Just progressively add on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just start simple, fresh clothes, simple, minimal, and then I could use a sweatshirt.
Right.
I could use those long johns, whatever. So, but as long as they're fresh and dry, that's the most important thing because you don't want any moisture getting into your bag.
Exactly. Number 8, hand warmers and body warmers. My favorite. While you're putting those fresh socks on, consider sticking a hand warmer in there, put on your feet. Nice and toasty. I like to put mine by my toes. And then they make those big stick-on body warmers. I usually put that on the small of my back.
Those are sweet. You can put those everywhere.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, put them in your pockets. You know, you can pretty much put them anywhere. Down in the bottom of your sleeping bags if you don't want it like right on your skin, right on your socks. Small of your back's always huge.
Oh, it's the best.
That's always a good one, those stick-on ones. But, you know, make sure that you're going to open those up an hour. They last like 10 hours.
Yeah.
And they take a while to heat up. So when you wake up freezing cold at 3 o'clock in the morning and you reach for one of those like in a panic, oh God, I'm cold. That thing's not gonna really get like super hot for another hour or even more. It's like you gotta shake them and stuff like that. And when they're just still, they take a minute.
Yeah.
So get them warmed up like an hour before. You know what, this actually leads us to our next one, but you know, you can fire those up, you know, open them up, start getting them warm, just throw them in your bag. You know, you don't have to unstick them or anything, just throw them all in your bag. That way when you get into your bag, that heat's in there. Just make sure you open them up early. And that brings us to number 9, hot water bottle inside your sleeping bag. That's sweet too. You can get a stainless steel bottle. You can get a big, you know, hard plastic bottle that can handle hot water. You can get a dedicated like medical hot water bottle. Any of those work really well. You just got to make sure that they don't leak and you really trust it. It's a container that you really trust. And then you just fill that up with like boiling water, basically like really hot water, and you can stick that in your bag while you sleep. Some people like to put it down by their feet. I actually think it's more beneficial to kind of keep it around your core.
Yeah, if you like hug it.
If you want to, great. But you know, throw them in your bag like the hand warmers, a half hour or an hour before you start sleeping, and then when you go climb into your sleeping bag, it's like extra warm. But once again, if that's leaking, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So really make sure that that's on type. A hot water bottle in your sleeping bag is great.
Number 10, put tomorrow's clothes in your sleeping bag.
Yeah, that's sweet. Nothing sucks more than like
waking up.
It is the absolute coldest first thing in the morning, and it's so hard to get out of that bag.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to be so cold.
Yeah, you're so toasty and warm. You did everything you could to stay warm throughout the whole night, and then you got to get out of that cold
freezing.
air.
And dig out like underwear and t-shirt and pants, and they're all ice cold.
Ice cold.
So definitely just put a little outfit together for the morning, throw it in the bottom of your bag, and it'll absorb, it'll kind of stay warm from your body
it's like
heat.
Insulation too.
It is. It's more insulation for your bag to sleep next to, and it's also, the hand warmers, the hot water bottle, your body temperature. As long as your face isn't breathing into that bag, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be dry, and you'll have some nice toasty dry clothes, and you can basically just get changed in your bag.
Exactly.
Instead of jumping out and freezing. That's sweet. Yeah. I like that. So those are 10 tips for you to help you stay warm while camping. That's the hardest part for me, is getting through some of the nights camping.
Yeah.
Trying to stay warm.
Been lots of trial and error
too.
Yeah.
And it just sucks to be cold all night, man. It's really difficult. You want to get some good sleep. So hopefully these tips helped you out. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're into this sort of thing, don't forget to hit subscribe. We put a new video out every week. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Later. If you want to see more videos just like this one, be sure to check out the rest of the Where We Wild YouTube channel, where we post a brand new video every week. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we post a new adventure. Thanks for watching.